Welcome, I'm Bill Wake. We're working on a financial planning tool, and lately we've been switching it from working on like the month number, month 1, 2, 3, up to 360 for 30 years, over to months and years like October 2024. So we got most of that done on the inside, but we didn't get the graphing right. And we ran it last thing yesterday and it failed. So let's take a look. Well, let's see, here's the failure. Scaled domain doesn't match type for channel. Encodable property X found nil. Okay. And I'm pretty sure I can tell you what line of code is suspicious there. We have chart X scale. So that kind of sounds like what they're talking about. And our domain is 1 to 360, which is great if you're talking about 30 years of months. But if you're talking about here are the months and you know, month and year, it doesn't quite fit. So there may be other problems too. I can't rule that out, but let's see what we can do. Well, let's, or I should say, we'll look at our data is now in terms of month years. And I'm pretty sure that's why it's there. So this is the total graph, net worth by scenario, and then net worth for 1 month. And so I think we should range over that. Now, where do we get that? Well, possibilities. Now, we did number of months. Well, yeah, what's going on in my mind? I'm thinking like, oh, would you ever want to change that that 30 years? And like, yeah, you probably would. But I think this is the thing we're talking about. So I propose let's just use it for now and we'll work on refactoring. So this is possibilities dot start month dot advance by a number of months, and let's just make a constant for that. Okay, and so now we can pass that in both places. Ooh. Wow. It wants everything, doesn't it? Okay. Let's find out what scale domain is. I'm not sure what you do with this. Let's try. Let's try example. Oh, medium. I don't want to deal with you. Create the skill domain that interferes. Yeah, that all sounds great. You can define the domain with a closed range for numbers or date values. Yeah, it used to be 1 to 360. So I changed it to start month advanced by. Oh, it's not a range, is it? Is that? Oh, okay. Right. Thank you. Okay. Well, did not crash right away. That's something. Make a stream salary. And we'll start in January. Well, we know our official one is starting in 2024. So let's say 2030. Maybe 2034. Give it a good 10 years. Okay. Create that. Hey, that's like really promising. Oh, look at this. 2034, 2044. That's kind of great. Oh, okay. Now we can tweak this stuff, but I think we have plenty of refactoring to do before we worry about it too much, I think. But this is very promising. It accepted the start date, started exactly there, and started accumulating. 20 years, 240 months. That looks like about $240,000 at the end of that. I might like, I would like maybe a little more division in here, maybe 4 slots instead of 3, maybe 5. I mean, 3 is nice because it's 10 years, 10 years, 10 years. There's something to be said for that. Okay, well, let's take that for the when it is. Make graph work in terms of month year. I don't know what I said on my stream. Okay, this is really make graph work with month year. Age stream view. And then I think we need to refactor the range of the graph. Then we need to clean out use of month number. Okay, now the first one's done. And actually, I'll save this one. Let's get the month number stuff done first. Okay, so I guess we could just look for month number. There's probably a few things that still use it or reference it. Oops. I mean, certainly there's a type. Text. I wish when I switched my selection type, it updated. Okay, case month of month number. Well, who uses this? Let's see. It's probably tests. Well, lots of things. Okay. Date specifier. Okay, so this. Yeah, so I think a test like this, we want to switch it over to the month year type. Okay, so month, and then let's say month year, January 2024 to month year, January 2020. 60 months is 5 years, 29. Okay. And this is the same one. Okay, so this preview should work. Oh, excuse me just a minute. I've got somebody home. All right, excuse me. Okay. Yeah, so we get a view from that. Good. Where's everybody else? Well, let's take these. Let's take these first. Month, year. Oops. Okay, got that make stream. Who calls this one? Bunches. Okay. Well, you know, are we consistently using this date specifier? I think we are. Let's make this become month year. Now, I could duplicate it and all that, but I think there's only a handful in here. And first now needs to be a date specifier.month of that. And same for this one. Okay, so that takes out this. And this. Okay, so let's make this. Okay, so now we're going to use the second argument. Okay. Same here. Month 0. Well, let's March 2020. March through December is well, let's make it November. Okay, so this test is if you ask for something before the first date or after the last date, you should get 0. Month number starts at 1. Well, that's hard to say. So this is, oh, well, we need a date specifier. Let's make another one. Okay. All right, so if it starts arbitrarily and it runs till February 2020, then January 2020, you should be able to get the money. Okay. Make stream merge when values change. Okay. Short-term memory there. Okay, 5. Month 20, so 12 is December, 13 is January, plus 7. Maybe I can make that a round year. Okay, so 2 is stream 1 updated, overridden by stream 2. So his first month should be May. Yeah, should be this. Okay. This should be the same as one that was. So we overrode the first month and not the second. Does that seem right? Oh, yeah, salary is unchanged by different being changed. Okay. So that's really this. Make stream 5. I don't know if anybody's using this. Yeah. I mean, I don't, as long as I get the intent of the test right. Stream view getter. Okay, he is. All right. I don't know. 2020 just seems like an easy year for me to type for some reason. Okay, so this test should be good. It's just using our month years now. Okay, and I believe this can go. Okay. All right, so A-stream is no longer using that. A scenario. Well, almost the same. Kind of the same problem. We have some tests that use nil for that. Yes. I'm going to take that same function. I don't know if these rise to the level of being kind of in a helper class or something, but I'm going to do this with date specifiers. And then let's see if anybody squawks if I take this out. Okay. Make stream with two date specifiers. Make stream amount. Why are you not? Well, that seems wrong. Cannot convert missing arguments first last. Okay. Really? What's going on? Make stream, make stream. Name, amount, date spec. Oh, amount int. Yeah. Well, that one's amount. Why is it money? It's supposed to be int. All right, I'm going to take this one out. Of course he'll break, but trying to wake him up as to who's there. Make stream with name, optional, amount, and date spec. don't know what's going on. Oh, which in here? Or was that an A stream? Five is not the distance; it's the amount. Is this the one? Yeah, so it's just checking is the amount. Does it know that the amount is negative? Really, these don't matter because it's really just keying off the value. But this one, oh, they're still there. Make stream. I'm going to call it make stream 2 for a minute. Does he want a mount? No. Okay. Maybe it just I lost it. Maybe I can change it back now. Maybe the message was just a little weak. Okay. Don't know why that takes 2 tries these days, but well. Okay, now let's get these others. I don't know. Does it make sense to pull this into? Oh, I said month year 2024. Month year 2024. Sorry, 25. Boy, they're still kind of awkward to specify these. Yeah. All right. Still long. Let's get that unused one out. I've now embedded that in the code, and this month number goes away. A plan tree. Now, we should have some complaints. Month 1 equals January 2024. Okay. One thousand 618. 1000. I think that looks the same. Okay. Now that net month number. Okay, yeah. Yep. That is both. Month, year. Okay. Right. So who uses this? iPad Pro 13-inch M4 would be nice. I'm sure I'm emulating it at much slower speeds. Let's see the others. So I wonder if there's a better way to express month number. I mean, it'd be nice to say 2020.oct or .oct.2020 for that matter. Well, it's almost done. This preview window is a great idea, but the execution is so slow. All right, well, that looks all right. And plan view. Okay. So I think we got rid of the month numbers other than this and other than the ones we're passing around. So what we need to do now is find the uses of month underscore and attempt to delete all those. Okay, so we have a month year one versus unchanged. So I think that's covered. I guess a month year versus itself. Equals itself. Doesn't equal not itself. And doesn't equal an age, which is sort of true. Right. Okay, those all seem good. That's in the name. Make a person. Value 1 update using value 2. Okay, I guess. We already have that. Okay. All right, I expect this test to pass. This one just uses that. Name. This one looks real. Now, hopefully this is that signature shielding in action. We changed the little helper method, but nobody else has to. Okay. Yeah. I mean, the only thing you can do, well, if I made an extension on int, can I give it fields like that? Like constant fields? I don't know. I mean, the other one that's cheap is I could alias month year to like capital M, capital Y, or something. I don't know if that's sufficient. Okay, there's month. Okay, now let's get in here. Okay, so my claim is we cover this. We never produce month numbers anymore from the user interface, I believe. And so if I take this out, there should be like a failing test, but it's not a legit test anymore. The production side doesn't use it. Oh, there isn't a failing test. How interesting. A stream test. Turn them out. Oh, okay. We had them and changed them over to the month year ones, I guess. Inside date range. Oh, I think I blindly changed these. Oh no, this is month 10. Inside month year, outside month year. Sorry. Determines amount inside month year date range. Inside date range. These are identical tests, right? Other than the well, the slight change in date, but that shouldn't affect it. Okay, one of those was a month test. Now this yeah, since our stream can use the month year amount of this month, yeah, I think that's okay. Outside month year date range, I think that's the same. Well, it's March and we're saying look at February, and look at December. This one is January and it's looking at December. Yeah, it's the same test. Okay, stream again. So I took out the month underscore one. Now if I take out this one, it must be exhaustive. Okay, just an arbitrary junk because we're going to delete it shortly. Gosh. I can't remember which language does this, but there's definitely some that let you do some sort of numeric. Well, right now, MakeStream builds them with. It's not MakeStream; it's stream with amount, but because we always build with month year now, it comes in like this. Well, that's the claim anyway. I should run the test, but so at this point, I believe it's only using this one, the first argument. Okay. So that's stream. Yep. Oh, now this is another preview. And let's take the make stream. Oh, yeah, good question. In a stream, yeah, make stream uses this. Yeah, stream make stream has the helper that creates with a month year and turns it into a date spec, but stream was the production call, and it at this point is only using cursor, not using month. Okay, and the reason, again, it comes down to the fact that our user interface only produces month years now. It doesn't produce month numbers, so this case never gets called. We're passing the equivalent month year and its month number from, is it scenario, I think? Yeah. So this one, it computes month from the month year, so they're coordinated. But soon we'll be getting rid of, I mean, we're setting ourselves up to get rid of this extra argument is basically what it comes to here and in stream. Okay, now. Okay, that one's junked out. This one. That's a little more speedy. Okay. Name is required. Right, scenario view only has a name. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, looks good. Another view. Yeah, well, our views are good things, but date specifier. Well, we have date specifier month not equal unchanged. So I think that's redundant. That's the name, name. Okay. Now I don't know an incremental way to get rid of the enum case, because if I can't just delete it from each switch statement and then delete the enum because it'll complain, and I can't delete the enum and then leave it in the switch statement. So this is unfortunately kind of an all or nothing change we're about to do if this passes. Okay, so date specifier. I believe we can take this one out now. There'll be complaints, but they're all no longer really being used. And some, maybe a test. We got a lot of the test stuff. Okay, now let's look for month number. Okay, so yeah, the uses of this then, here's stream. We're using cursor, but we're not using underscore month. What's month? Oh, we are. Stream.amount. Oh, let's go down to stream.amount. Okay, so we're using cursor, but not month. So I'm going to take this argument out. There are a number of places that will complain. First scenario. Yeah. Okay. And then there are a bunch of tests too, or at least some, I think. Oh, good point. Yeah. I mean, this tells me where they are. So if yeah, I guess if I did that, I could find them, but not get syntax complaints. I wouldn't be blocked. So, yeah, I think we have so little on this case. I'm not going to worry about it, but you're right. In general, we could make it optional and then go one at a time and find them, and instead of being broken for some, I mean, it was only 30 seconds, but in principle, it could have been a lot more. And yeah, I do get the compiler help. Okay. So let's look at stream. Okay, and now I'm gonna rename this to month. Do I even need a name? Or rename it to at amount at month. Oh, come on, rename. Get in gear. I mean, I really miss IntelliJ's stuff. But I miss moderately performant renames as well. Yeah, rename cursor to month. I feel like it usually kicks in after a time or two, but maybe not. All right, let's rename this to month. Cursor, what's month year? Oh, that's the let side. Okay. Month year. I'm going to call this start month. And this month year is different, but cursor goes to month. Okay. There month. Now you're slow again. Ugh. Oh, come on. Maybe it only likes the local variables. Or maybe I have to try it in a caller. Preparing tests. Diagnostics. Yeah, we're paying for our Swift testing, I think, is throwing it off. I think it's walking through this huge diagnostics, the parsers, Swift's index stuff. Well, we're going to use the other method. Hate to do it manually, but I've given it 5 tries. Okay, and there's some tests. A bunch of tests, 6 or 8. Okay, we got rid of that second argument. Okay, so now stream, let start month equals first month is less than start month. End month if month's greater than end month. Yeah. I think we're looking pretty good there. All right. Now, scenario. Did I check that in? No. Okay, so just like we kind of worked our way up on adding month year in, so I worked up because then I kind of know the path from the bottom to the top. If I knew what I was doing, I could go top to bottom. Now we're back trying to get rid of the extra parameter, which is the old parameter month year, and we're working, again, it's kind of easy to work bottom to top. So cool. So now we got scenario. Well, we got this net function, and he does not use month. So let's take this out. And again, like IntelliJ, this is delete parameter, and then it just does it on all the callers. All right, and so this is month. And then, I mean, we're going to touch all these places. Let's just do the naming now. Cursor is month. Okay. And maybe some tests. Calling scenario.net. Wow. Now this, I'm a little vulnerable if I had been picking the wrong month in our tests or something. Try to be careful, but it does feel good to delete code in this case. Yeah. All right, now this one does not need the month argument anymore in scenario, but his caller doesn't pass it anyway, so should be a little more limited in scope. Okay, so month is not getting used because net no longer takes it. So I'm surprised it's not complaining. Okay. Okay, well, that was pretty straightforward. If we've had any test failures, it wasn't very much, so that was good. And I think this is all a lot cleaner. Well, it was a little ugly with two arguments, especially, but I think working on that month year just seems nicer. All right, now what else we got? Clean out use of month number. Oh, we still have month number kicking around somewhere. There. Okay, refactor the range of the graph and then move back onto age. Okay, where we started all this. All right. Let's go back to content view. And let's just close these. Okay, now the thing that's, the thing that's funny to me, well, both these in effect work on the number of months. Sorry, possibilities. But we can pull this part out. Let's call it range, or maybe it's just a, no, it's a function, and it's really this. Gives a range, closed range of month year. Okay, well, that's this. Let me go ahead and read this on one line now. Tell the graph, use more data points, but tell the graph to zoom in. Yeah, that might be doable too. I mean, there's something nice about having the scale so you can just see the whole pattern, you know? But, well, let's get this used first. So we can use it here, and we should also be able to use it in here. This is possibilities dot range of number of months. Yeah, I mean, there might be some advantage to a zoom in. Okay, so I guess I just add one and that should be enough to see it. Yeah. Okay. Unchanged. Yeah, zoom and pan are not impossible for us for sure. The other one I'm kind of thinking of is some sort of little slider underneath the graph. Actually, two of them. Well, how many people you have, each one gets a slider for their death date, and maybe we don't even specify that in the person's entry. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like unchanged for that word here. It's really unspecified, but it's hard to know that. I mean, is unchanged different from unspecified? Maybe that's a distinction we need. But if you don't specify it and there's an earlier one, then we should still. The question mark maybe wasn't so bad. I don't know. Little tweaky things. Okay, so we now project number of months. Okay, I would like to give project the range. That. Is that going to work? Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell if it's the initial value because you can stack up. Well, you put out one with unspecified. You put out a second one. Unspecified really means unchanged in that second one, but we don't really know the first from the second because that only emerges as you generate all the scenarios. So it's hard to say. If I had something that kind of implied both, yeah. Okay, let's make it like the CEO of a company with all his stock options. I'll just take $1. Oh, and, gazillion shares. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. So that range, now I think the word the of here is not really needed. Of range, I'm going to make this not required. Project range. Yeah, that seems good. All right, there's going to be some chance of broken tests if they were checking that directly. This is the real place that calls it, but could be others. Should be. A scenario gets a range. And I lost at 12. Yeah. Okay, what did I do? Let's not do that. Range was 3, line 73. Okay. Oh, that does make sense to the data, doesn't it? Okay, so take a look at to-do. Refactor the range of the graph. Yeah, I guess we've done that. And we okay, I think it's a good time for a break. We'll come back and we'll pick up where we started this week, saying let's do age. So today we'll do it, or at least start it. See you in 3 or 4 minutes. All right, welcome back. Okay, I'm not gonna let this month year thing go. Month year. So my thought is, could we define an operator that works on the month and takes an int and generates a month year? Now, I don't know how you consider that, where you consider that. I guess it's an extension on month. Yeah, just like this. Okay, so let's, oh, we have month in here. Okay. There's just so many places doing this thing. Well, see if we can find something we like. Extension month, static function. And then what is it? Is it, I almost think dash. We don't really subtract. Can I do colon? Expected identifier. I don't know. If it's dash, we would do like oct 2024. That's not bad. That's almost. Yeah. Yeah, in some sense it's adding the year. I mean, I guess what our choices are, we could say times plus at. That's not so bad. Oh yeah, yeah. No, I'm trying to clean up our test a little more with all these month years. It's just I find it overwhelming to read, but I don't know. I almost like this because that's more or less what I think we should be doing for display is a 3-character dash year. All right. So let's see how this goes. All right, so you're writing October dash whatever. We're going to create a month year with left and right. Okay. And where's a month year? Well, let's put an explicit test for that. A month year can be written with minus. October 2024 should be equal to month year 2024. Oh, come on. I like the look of that a lot less. No, I don't like that. Ugh. Well, another one I thought of was like this. Okay, or 2024 dot oct. Can we make that work? Yeah, what do you think about that? 2024.oct. I know the short name kind of works against it, but these are independent names. I don't know. That's not so bad. That shouldn't be a white space thing. Oh, that's that one. All right, I'm taking this one out. I think I'm putting this one in. I'll put it in here. I think it'll make them much more readable. It's a little work to do it, but I think the result will be worth it. Now, I'm not going to do these. I'm not going to test each one of these. I'm going to trust inspection to tell me these are okay and these are okay. All right. Can be written from int, maybe. All right. And then now these. Replace with that. It's going to break them all, but that's okay. This is the only one we want to keep. Okay, I'm liking it. Did I screw this one up? Double. Ugh, well, we're going to take the 10 minutes or whatever to clean these, to find these. I wish I had thought of doing this sooner. I'm glad we're testing things, but this is a little old. So boring. Sorry. Good. All right. How many more? That was plant tree. Oh, golly. Missing a paren. hitting all these one-offs. Dot dic. Did I make a bad replacement? Well, that was a good one. Possibly. It's just hope I didn't turn something in December into a January or something. Oh, I probably screwed up. Oops. Okay. All right. Age. Yeah. As well, my 10 minutes was 20, but there you go. All right. So stream. Well, let's close this off. We started to do this. Okay, and we'll open up a stream as well. Excuse me. Okay, I guess we didn't. We added it to the case statement. We don't test anything. All right, now. Amount at month year. So I feel like we're still missing a piece, right? If I tell you to calculate the value at a month year for such and such an age. Oh, I had said we wanted to do person and age. Okay. Yeah, so let's see if that's enough. A stream can start at an age. Okay, so person Bob just a short name. Okay, their birth is 1970 January, just like Unix, and their death date is not known. I'm not sure that's the right way to do things, but it's okay for now. Okay, now if I had that person and I gotta look at dates back. Oh, I did put the person in. Right, okay. So now we're going to give a dates back to a stream. Okay, so let's take a stream. Now I'm still puzzled. Okay. Well, let's start paying him off in 2000. And the last is 20. Let's not be stingy. Okay. We're going to pay from 2000 to 2100. Okay. And I guess this is really sut. And we want the date specifier. At 40. Okay, so the year is 2010. All right, and if I ask, sut dot amount at 2010 2009 dot December, he should get 0. But if I ask in 2010 January, he should get 500. And I don't know, it's probably really an annuity of some sort. Yeah, stream should end at a person's age. So let's make this date. Okay, so make stream. Do I have both? I guess that's the question. Yes. Okay, so this one can be done unchanged. Okay, so we haven't specified an end date. Okay, so at age 39 and 12, 39 and 11 months, I guess, he gets nothing, but starting at age 40, he collects. Okay, I think that's a test. Maybe age would be a better name for this. Okay. But it doesn't change the fact. Okay, so with what we are now, we're apparently giving him no matter what. Does that fit with this? Not really. If the month is the month of start month, no, it's not. Okay, the last should be an age. I really thought he'd get a -1. What's going on? 500. Okay, he's born in 1970. Well, I don't know why he's 40 in 2010. That January, he gets the 500. Could I be off by one? No. Okay, well, let's go look at stream. I guess I'll break here. Okay, so month. November 2009. Okay. His month, start month. Bob, his birthday. I don't know why these aren't like constants. His birthday is January 70. Okay, so that should not happen. Where's my debugger? Step over. Okay, and let's look at last. Isn't unchanged. Oh. Oh, it's different, isn't it? Right. So if we're looking at an age, yeah, we got to do that. We got to do that before. Okay, so let's stop this. Well, let's do it like this for now. Okay, age, person, and age is first. And so we need the birthday. Oh, well, this is interesting. That tells me the birthday probably should be required and not optional. But if we have the birthday plus the age times 12, like you mentioned before, that should give us the date, the effective start date. And if the month is less than the effective start date, okay. I don't know, it might be easier to read it like this. If that, then if let effective start equal, well, it's going to be person.birth. Otherwise, I don't know. Well, if person.birth is nil, return money 0. Gets us past that. Okay, now, well, so we want the birth plus age times 12. Well, that's not the way to add, is it? Birth dot advanced by 12 times age. Okay. Now, I guess we don't. Yeah, I guess we kind of do. Okay. I'm going to make a test with an empty birth person, but I think the real solution is to require birth date. Good. Okay, which seems semi-reasonable. All right, so let's put the other test. A stream doesn't pay by age if birth date unknown. Okay, so this is nil. Person this at age. And the amount, even at their age, is, well, we don't know their age. It's always 0. Okay, I think this test will just pass because I put the guard clause in. Okay. On the first, in this test, that could probably be birth date. Well, yeah, I mean, I haven't gotten rid of birth date, but it's not something that changes. It's like, well, what if I said I was, born in 1970? Could I collect Social Security now? So I don't feel a need to change the birth date really, but I could see if you're going to give me a person, they're not going to influence anything unless you tell me their age or their birth date, rather. Okay, so if we pay by age, yeah, maybe that means I need better names. Start date. Well, this is like the current month. Effective start. Yeah, I guess I'm okay with that. Okay, is this ready to work? Oh, we don't have a way to specify it. Ah. Okay, well, we've done the back end. Right, if I add a stream, one way is to specify the month it starts as a date or leave it blank, but I need a way to say age as well. So that gives us a place to start tomorrow. So we'll want to revise this component so it can handle either unspecified date or age. And I think we'll put a little button selector kind of like this thing on it. Also, I think I can merge that month in the same thing so it doesn't look so like it's something separate. All right. Well, I think we've done the contents of it, though. It was easier than I expected it to be. Oh, how is that working? Oh, we haven't dealt with death dates. Okay. Age stream view. Okay. For death dates. All right. And then, but we did do it for birth dates. Okay. All right. Well, I think that was pretty good. A lot of time refactoring today, more than I wanted, but the result is our graph works. We got rid of month number. We have this nicer constant form, and we started working on age. So yeah, that's good. It's good. All right. Tomorrow, 2 to 4:30 or Eastern time, or 6 to 8:30 p.m. UTC. I do have a friend in the hospital, so there's some chance I'll need to go over there and may mess up the session for that, but it's not clear yet what's going to happen there. So, but I hope I'll see you tomorrow or some other time. Take care. Good night.